Coach, how are you?
Awesome. Is it safe? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm still recovering from last year.
Last year? What happened last year?
We almost wrecked.
All right, now, Coach, you're going into your 36th season with Embry-Riddle. What's been your favorite memory of your career?
Wow. You know, the basketball part is probably separate from the athletic director stuff as well. And that has to be our best memory in year 2000, cutting down the nets in Branson, Missouri. And, you know, that dream of trying to really win a national championship with the kind of kids that we continue to try to compete with, it was the very best moment that I remember from a basketball standpoint.
You helped coin the student, person, player philosophy here at Embry-Riddle. What does that mean to you as a coach?
You know, I was just looking at all the signage. It said home of the student, person, player. I just looked at it today, and I thought, well, we really have captured what we have gotten up every day and focused on being great students, great people, and great players. And so that means a lot. I know it's been utilized a great deal. I think we've done a great job to brand it correctly, but really proud of the way the program has been built, and that student, person, player philosophy has meant a lot to a lot of people.
I mean, Coach, you've had a very successful career, 798 career wins. You're also the winningest college coach in Florida history. What would you say goes into developing a winning team?
I'd say being old and being in it for a long time. I probably have similar number of losses. I haven't really kept up with it, but its longevity is really hard. It's easier to take a program and turn it around, but it's a totally different commitment to sustain success and keep it at a high standard and show consistency. And that's what I'm really proud of, that we haven't just had a couple good years here or there. It's been consistently at that top level, and some years obviously are better than others, but it has been pretty amazing because of all the great talent that we've had and coaches that are just so dedicated, pouring into young people, that we've been able to sustain our high level of success.
Aside from the wins, you've also been named Coach of the Year 8 times. What would you say is your best piece of coaching advice? Wow,
I'm going to say I have really been putting this out to a lot of people, whether it's been a commencement speech or podcasts I've been doing, but especially with our guys. I think being a very effective communicator and being real, I think that's number one. And then to be honest with you, there's a lot of things out there, but I think to have the success that you have to have a strong work ethic. I mean, it's not old school stuff, it's new school. You got to work, and you got to work hard, but you got to work efficiently. Another one, you got to know your subject. You got to know your stuff. You got to have a passion to do it, the sports, but you got to prepare. You got to do your research. You got to do your homework. And I think that's important. And just the last one I would say is the ups and downs of life and all the adversity that comes our way. You have to have some serious grit and some toughness. And you got to be able to continue to fight. And I think that allows you to stay in the event. And I think that's one of the things that we're continuing to harping on our young team and our guys that have not played very much in the last year or so. We got to have toughness.
Speaking of tough, you guys have a much different team from last year. How have these new players adjusted to the team culture, and where do you see this team going this year?
It's been fun to have the newcomers, but you know, it feels like we got a lot of newcomers, because if you really look at this year's team, no starters back, no all-conference players back. I can't remember a team that we didn't have starters and all-conference guys back. So we have a good nucleus back with the new ones, but they haven't proved themselves. They've been in backup roles. They've kind of, I think of it, our team right now as the unknowns. You know, we've got some similar names from last year, but these were not guys that were in big time roles. So they're proving themselves, and then you've got 5 different new guys, 3 freshmen and 2 transfers that have just worked their tail end off. But it takes time, and it takes reps. I love everything they're doing.
Speaking of these newcomers, What would you say is the most important part about being an Eagle?
Being a great teammate. Sitting in that locker room and realizing how blessed all of us are to be together and play in one of the best programs in the country. Our culture is gold standard. It's elite. Contribute. Don't have your hand out and take. We talk a little bit about, you take a little, but you give a lot. And humble yourself to where you get up every day and serve others and work at the game and work at being a great student, person, player. We've got good leadership right now. We're still discovering a couple other guys that we think can lead, but that guy right there on a skateboard with his shoulder all taped up, Jack Klinger, leads by example. He's in his 4th year. Couldn't be more proud of his growth, and I think he's doing a great job of, putting the time in the locker room and really caring about his teammates.
Appreciate you taking the time.
I love it. Way to be prepared. I enjoyed it. It's too smooth. I'm telling you, we were coming out of that parking lot last year, and I see a car coming out. It's got the red light, it's in reverse.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, don't say anything. Don't. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you do know a car is coming out, come on. And I mean, that car it was about that much.
Jeez.
I mean, and then